Pure country, come and get it. Whoa, 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 with the Liberty Mutual Lemu guy. Whoa, with that. Hey, this is Pure Country, Iowa's favorite country, K97, of course. It is 28 minutes before the top of the hour. We are still sitting right now at 30 degrees in Fort Dodge, but that's a nice change. Speaking of Emu, there he is right there, joining us this morning with his red glasses on and his beautiful hat. How are you, man? Joe Denim with us, of course.
Fantastic. I just noticed all the red. There's red on the train, red on the live, red on my glasses, and red on my hat, and red on your mic. That's like five reds.
Yeah, and as I heard many times growing up, right here, red on the head. And I won't say the rest of the line.
Do you ever look around your desk and see what's on your desk around you and just wonder if someone broke in or if like the cops came in just to look at what happened, what they'd find? Got a here, it says Ruger on it.
Why do you have a padlock with a key?
It's for Rugers, like a gun to lock your gun safe. So and safety first around here, Darren.
Right, I can see that. That's why it's sitting on your desk. Yeah.
A harmonica. What is this?
What is that?
Body lotion. You got to have that.
Oh, of course, especially when you got a gun safety lock and a harmonica.
It's crazy. Is it legal to warm your trucks or cars up in Iowa?
Of course. Isn't it not in Tennessee?
No, it's against the law to warm your truck up.
What?
Yeah, you can't warm your vehicle up down here.
What? You're supposed to just get in a cold vehicle?
I don't think they want you driving when it's this cold.
So they don't allow you to warm. What are they going to do? Come along and fine you?
They do. I have a friend that got fined for having his car sit at the end of the driveway running, because people around here, if they see a car, doesn't even have to have someone nod at them. They'll jump in it and take it, A lot of carjackings, but you don't hear any truck jackings. No truck jackings.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, true story.
So when it's cold, you're basically on your own.
Well, I've got a remote start on the old Blanche, the Duramax diesel. So I can technically, if you don't have the key in the ignition, you're okay. It's a loophole I found.
So, okay. So it's illegal to have your car running and warming up.
Yeah.
However, if you do it with a remote start, you're okay because the key makes the difference,
Yeah. You can't get away. You can't get away in a running car if the key's not in it, apparently, according to them, I guess.
So the whole reason for this is theft prevention, not environmental.
Correct. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow. Well, that's an interesting concept.
I'm making a note. I just find it funny that there's a lot of carjackings, but not many truck jackings,
How you been, man? What's been going on this past week? Anything?
I've been fantastic. It's been very cold here, but I'm having fun. We been writing a lot of comedy stuff. Did you see the Neil Young thing? I put a Neil Young.
I did. That was good, man. That was good.
It happened pretty quick. I was closer to the guitar than I was the piano, so I just played After the Gold Rush on the guitar.
That was good stuff. That was good stuff. Now,
what's he doing? What's he doing?
Have you known for years what he's doing?
He is so crazy.
He has been crazy for years, dude. People act like this is some surprise.
He's done this before to Spotify,
He's done this before to life in general, man. He is just he's an odd human being.
He's very strange. This is a very quick trivia piece. I'll make this very fast, but there's a lot of people involved. Have we talked about how the Eagles began?
Well, the Eagles were actually originally Linda Ronstadt's backup band.
And who was producing Linda Ronstadt at the time and who hired the Eagles to become that band?
Was that Neil Young?
Neil Young.
Is that right?
Kenny Rogers couldn't. He met him in Texas, got it off the ground, couldn't get it all the way off the ground, so they moved to L.A. on Kenny Rogers' request, and then they couldn't. The record label dropped him. So Kenny said, "I got this buddy Neil Young. He's a Canadian fella. He's got this girl that needs a band." So the band consisted of Don Henley on drums, Timothy B. Schmidt on guitar, Glenn Fry on. Well, Tim was on bass guitar, Glenn was on real guitar. And the piano player was Warren Zevon.
Now that I didn't know, really.
Yeah. True story. That was the backing band that got Linda Ronstadt her record deal and everything. That was her touring band.
Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London.
Can you imagine that bus?
No. How are any, now granted, Warren Zevon and Glenn Frey have since passed on, but how are any of them still walking?
I don't know. The Eagles are coming through. Glenn, what's his name? Vince Gill. Yeah. He sings those parts. I may be better than the original parts.
And then Glenn Frey's son, he stepped in and sings Glenn Frey's stuff for him. Sounds just like him too.
I'm going to go see that show, I think.
I had the privilege of seeing the Eagles when it was the Eagles, when Glenn Frey was still alive and Vince Gill was not with them. It was the Eagles. And I'll tell you what, dude, of all the concerts, and you and I are liking this, we've gone to, many, many, many concerts over our lives, even before we got into the careers that we're in. Of all the concerts that I've been to, the Eagles would be one of the best. And here's why. These guys came out and they played for 2.5 solid hours with a 20-minute break in between. Didn't have a warm-up band. It was the Eagles for 2.5 hours. Glenn Frey sang some of his stuff solo-wise. Don Henley sang some of his stuff solo-wise. Joe Walsh sang some of his stuff solo-wise. And then they collaborated on on most of the Eagles hits. It was an incredible show, man.
What do you think is your most favorite? I know it's hard, and I hate when people ask this. That's why I'm that guy. What's your favorite Eagles song? If you were trying to introduce the Eagles to a group of aliens and say, this is the Eagles, what song would you play for them?
Oh, wow. That's are you talking my favorite Eagles song or the song that defines the Eagles? Because I think there's a difference.
And then we'll come back to the aliens from Minnesota or wherever.
Wow. Yeah, I've got family that lives in Minnesota, so I get you. My favorite Eagles song has probably got to be Best of My Love.
Best of My Love. I think Wasted Time is mine.
Good song.
Or The Last Resort. The Last Resort might be the best one.
It's tough because their greatest hits album, 71 to 75, that got surpassed as the number one selling album of all time shortly after Michael Jackson passed away because then Thriller took it over again. But since then, the greatest hits, Eagles' greatest hits, has taken over the top again. I mean, it's just there's so many amazing Eagles songs.
I don't know if it's just the music is that amazing or if no one else is doing anything close to that much amazing.
Yeah, that's tough. So what song would you say defines the Eagles?
I mean, seriously, if aliens landed and got off and said, what are the Eagles? I would say it's got to be Hotel California.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to. If it's not Hotel California, it's got to be, Take It Easy or Peaceful Easy Feeling or
Desperado.
Desperado, yeah, yeah, Desperado. Yes.
According to Siri, that's how she says it. And Don wrote it. What, like the guitar? Was it just Don Feldner? And was it Don Feldner? And then they fired him or something?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then and the Henley voiced it. But wow, man, yeah, that's. I mean, do you get any bigger? Everybody talks about the Beatles, but literally and seriously, is there anybody bigger band-wise in the history of music than the Eagles?
No. And they said that one of my friends was out on that tour and said that Don Henley at rehearsals, he's like the driving force. He's a perfectionist with the worst case of OCD ever in the world, I guess. And he literally throws drumsticks at Joe Walsh when Joe gets to, let's say strumming around and play it exactly like the record. Don gets.
Well, that's why they split up for a while, because Don Henley and Glenn Frey couldn't get along. Glenn Frey was done putting up with the whole, everything's got to be so right down to the note kind of thing. And when it came to the writing collaborations and so forth, and they just couldn't get along. I'm glad they worked it out though and got back together, especially obviously before Glenn Frey passed away. But
yeah. Amazing.
Incredible. So now we've nailed the greatest band of all time.
Can you start your car in Iowa when it's cold? And how cold is it in Iowa right now?
And that's what I was going to ask you. Going back to, you're talking about how it's been so cold in Tennessee this week. What have you guys been at temperature-wise?
We actually saw 19 above freezing. And I know what you're going to say, but listen, these houses aren't built for that down here. I mean, these houses, I'm not built for that.
Dude, you're from Ohio. You've been through worse.
I listen. One of the main reasons of getting out of it was the cold. I couldn't take the cold anymore.
On the dairy farm, you couldn't handle the cold?
I spent a lot of time out in the cold, with those milking those, touching those. Have you ever touched a set of udders when it's 19 degrees and there's 4 of them?
When I tried, the ladies, she hit me with her walker, and it didn't work. So
I tried, but now I'm not allowed back in TJ Maxx.
And she dropped her Depends and hit me with her walker. That was it, man. That was all she wrote. So
I can't smell Ben Gay without going back to that moment.
Ben Gay doesn't smell very good. He doesn't smell very good at all. He needs to bathe a little more. Anyway, see, okay, that's why I asked, because you're in the South where 19 degrees, yes, obviously would be very, very cold. Well, 19 degrees to us is cold. But dude, yesterday we had a wind chill warning. We had wind chills of -35.
Nothing works in that weather. I mean, I remember having to pour ice or pour coffee on locks just to get them to freeze again. You try to get the key in real fast, and I'm like, why? Right. And then I love it when people their doors on their cars freeze and they try to pour water down the crack. There's an idea. Go ahead and pour water, because that doesn't freeze ever. Cracked windshields, it's so, I don't think the world was meant to be that. I don't know how people no wonder Neil Young's always peed off,
Right?
If I had, maybe if Neil Young was from Florida, he wouldn't be doing this right now. I mean, Winnipeg, when are you going to leave, Peg? Go somewhere warm.
It's terrible, and we're in Iowa, obviously. We've got states north of us that have it even worse, and like you said, Canada. So yeah, you get
great state of Canada. How do they do it?
Yeah, the great state of Canada. That's why they seceded from the Union, because they had enough. They're like, we're out of here, man.
Tell the Queen to turn the heat up.
Incredible. So yeah, 19 degrees. Well, we feel for you, dude. We really do.
I don't want to be a whiner, but can you send a little warm air our way, Neil?
Look, at -35 wind chill like it was yesterday, there is not enough time for, if Sam was up here, Sam could not go out and do his business and get it before it freeze coming out. There's just no way.
I had a dog in Ohio. I literally had to go, peel him off the fire hydrant several times.
I'm a bit surprised, man.
Like frozen.
It's like a Christmas story, man. Sticking your tongue to the pole. There you go.
How'd we go from my dog peeing to putting your tongue on a pole?
How do we do anything?
Train wreck with Joe and Darren, or Darren.
How do we do anything? How do we do anything? I mean, that's the bottom line.
Want to warm up?
Yeah, yes and no. We're expecting 30. Well, we're at our high today of 30 degrees. We're already at 30 degrees.
30 above.
Yes.
Okay.
We had -20 on the gauge yesterday. That was on the gauge. That was not even the wind chill. So we've had in 24 hours a 50-degree turnaround.
Spotify.
So Neil Young. So, oh my goodness, man. Okay, so I got to ask you this now, because you're an Ohio boy.
Yeah.
And obviously the Final Four for the big game, Kansas City versus Cincinnati, right? You got the Chiefs and the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
On the AFC side. On the NFC side, you got the Rams and the Niners. Are you pulling Bengals because you're an Ohio boy? I mean, that's one of your hometown teams.
Little known fact: when I was a kid, I wanted to be a kicker for the Bengals.
Why a kicker?
I don't know. I wanted to be the kicker for the
what?
Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah. However, there was one malfunction. We didn't have much of an athletic program at my school, as I homeschooled. So, my dreams, aspirations of being a kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals were dashed upon the rocks of cold reality.
So your Aunt Tess, your athletic director, she couldn't quite get it done for you, huh?
Well, Tess, do you know? Have we talked about Aunt Tess?
Yeah, I met her.
Well, Aunt Tess, I gotta share this funny story with you. Aunt Tess used to have these huge, really large, really large things. And as
She
kids,
does have big eyes. Yes, she does.
as kids, we made the joke. We called her John Mellon's Camp. But now that she's getting so much older, we just call her John Cougar. Okay.
Poor Aunt Tess.
Tess, yeah. Aunt Tess couldn't get me to be a kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals, but I remember watching them every year as a kid going, man, Boomer Esiason and I forget the other guy. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be rooting for the Bengals. I know it's probably going to get in trouble, but I'm going to be pulling for the Bengals.
Well, no, in that game, I'm pulling for the Bengals too. Because I again, as a Raiders fan, it's just totally against my grain completely to pull for Kansas City. So I can't do that. So
now what's going to happen? I think the Kansas City Chiefs are just going to. I mean, they should probably just hand out the Super Bowl ring to those guys right now. Those guys are so good.
I don't know, man. The Rams are looking tough. I mean, they got it going on right now, but. Yeah. And I don't want to take away from the Niners and the Bengals. They are looking pretty on it as well. But I'm not disagreeing with you, because if you watch the game last Sunday night between the Chiefs and the Bills, holy smoke! I mean, holy smoke! 25 points in a minute and 57 seconds.
Somebody said that the NFL had better finishes than Pornhub. I was like, wait, what? I don't know.
Well, they did. Holy smoke! They do need to change the overtime rules, though, because I'm sorry, when you work that hard in a championship game and it comes down to the first one that scores a touchdown, no, there's something wrong with that.
It needs to be the best of 7 or something, or 3, or I don't know, however they do.
or 91, whatever works.
Yeah, once I couldn't be a kicker for the Bengals, I'll just play the only other way out of the cornfield. So that's what I did.
You come back in February and they're still playing the tournament because it's the best of 68. So
haircuts, you'd have to have an on-site barber to come out and cut their. They've been since 1961. And a few of them have died. Just drag them off the field. They just be like.
Well, you replace them. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. They need to change that, though. I mean, it should be that each team gets possession no matter what. So if Kansas City, in this case, came down and scored a touchdown, then Buffalo should have gotten the same opportunity to try and score a touchdown. And if you don't score the touchdown, then okay, it's over. Yeah.
Yep. And then that's what it is, I think. Yeah.
But first one to score a TD is just wrong. It's just wrong, especially when they were on fire like that. Man, did you honestly not think when they had the overtime and when Kansas City won the coin toss that they were not going to go down and score a touchdown? It was in my mind that, okay, it's over. There's the momentum is in such right now that Kansas City is going to immediately go down and score a touchdown. And
I will tell you this. I had the what do you call it? Anyway, I played Arrowhead Stadium on the Kenny Chesney tour with Uncle Cracker. It was the absolute loudest, most energetic crowd I have ever. 68,000 people screaming at the top of their lungs. Look, you could go out. I could probably go out there as me and become a really good kicker if 67,000 people told me I was great. That Mahoney guy, I mean, he's amazing. But Arrowhead Stadium, come on, dude, that place is on. It's electric.
I've been there for Chiefs Raiders games, and you can't. I mean, the old adage, you can't hear yourself think. You literally cannot hear yourself think when the crowd's at its peak.
I mean, how are you going to call a play when, I mean, it's literally the loudest thing I've ever experienced. It was amazing. That place, I don't know, Kansas City, man, if they bring that energy, I don't know. We'll see.
You know what's interesting about that is that Arrowhead Stadium was built like many years ago. It's not like it's a brand new stadium where they have all this technology where how to make it louder.
Yeah, by the Mennonites. Mennonites built Arrowhead
Stadium. Exactly. And then the Giuseppicites came in and they did the field.
Giuseppicites, then the GBs, the German Baptists came in and they painted it, I think.
That's it. And then that's exactly right. And then it was the Midgetites, the Stumpies that came in and put the goalposts up.
Midgetites did all the field painting. They wanted something they could do at their level. Anything from 4 feet down, those midgets had it covered. I think. Now, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that the German Baptists, the Mennonites, and the Midgetites actually built Arrowhead Stadium.
I think you're on it, man.
In Kansas City.
I think think you're exactly right. It's written on the walls there. If you go look, it's written right along the end zone walls. It really is.
It's
Engraved.
everything about East High.
Incredible. Hey, speaking of littler people, Stumpy, it does pay sometimes to whine and cry and stomp your feet and complain, because look at this hoodie that I'm wearing.
What does it say?
Stump, Snow, and Mow. Remember last week I was complaining I didn't get one of these?
I didn't get one either.
Oh, you don't have one of these? No, you got one from Dave and Tracy.
I got one of those, but I don't have a Snow and Mow.
Oh yeah, look at that, man. Check that out. Check that out. Let's see if I can back it up so you can. There you go.
I can see it. Yes.
And then here's what's cool too, man. He's got his logo. You see it on the back?
Can you stand up just a little bit? Oh yeah. It's got grass and snow. Look at that. Stumpy Snow and Mow, man. I love that guy.
And then look at down the sleeve even.
Down the sleeve. He went all out. How much money does he have?
Well, when you put the lawn down, when you put the field down in Arrowhead, you're gonna make some money.
How much money did Stumpy make for installing the AstroTurf at Arrowhead Stadium?
Enough to put lettering on the sleeves of his hoodies. That's how much he made, man.
And create and build the Darren Burger and the Joe Denim pizza, which he's sending me picture. Every time he sells one, he sends me a picture, and my inbox from him, dude, I cannot believe how big of a response the Joe Denim pizza is up there at Stumpy's Bar and Grill. And what's the name? Calhoun, what is it?
Dunkum.
Yeah. The world runs on Dunkum.
Right.
Love that place.
Hey, speaking of, did you get the video I sent you? I found a video of Stumpy doing his Michael Jackson impression. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Going on this morning. I didn't watch it yet, but I did see something. I will watch it when we hang up.
Yeah, do that. That's Stumpy doing his doing his Michael Jackson impression. I didn't realize he was so good at doing that. I really didn't. I mean, I was impressed.
Oh man. Okay, there's a thing here. Do you guys have midget wrestling up there?
Oh, of course.
Do you have midget bowling? Have you ever seen midget bowling?
Not seen that, no.
In Sturgis, South Dakota, you can actually bowl with a midget. The midget is the bowling ball.
Is the bowling ball?
Yeah, I'll send you videos, dude. It is
wow.
World, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That'd be an interesting sport.
I'm telling you, you got to watch where you put the thumb when you win. Hold on, Sam. I'm on the phone.
Sam down there.
Come here, get up here. Get up here. You say hi.
Sammy, hey buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Sammy? Oh, he's like, no, man. I don't do the camera thing, dude.
What's that?
He said, I don't do the camera thing. We've established that.
Wait, go. Hold on.
Hey, we do want to remind everybody before you go, man. August 27th, Denim Fest. Tickets were going to go on sale again. We're going to get that all set up so you can get your tickets on sale. We want to know from people. We asked this last week. Who do you want to see at Denim Fest? And of course, Joe's going to be there. But who do you want to see performing at Denim Fest as well? Give us some ideas, because we're wanting to know, right? Before you go, man, let's get through some comments here. They're speaking of Stumpy. Wow, awesome hoodie, Darren. Joe, yeah, I told you I'd wear it, man. I wasn't kidding.
Hello, Stumpy. I'm shirtless here. Freezing minus. Anyway.
Hey, I whined. Look what I got.
I think he gave me a T-shirt and a hat. I think I have a Mow and Go or Mow and Snow Stumpy hat somewhere. So right. I cannot believe that he installed all the AstroTurf up at Arrowhead Stadium.
And you know what? We need to get one of those commemorative hoodies. The Arrowhead installation hoodie.
The crew.
Diane, good morning to you too. She says, good morning, Darren and Joe. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. Barry, hey, Mr. Moonshine. Well, first, hey guys. Second, we got COVID-19, but feel so much better. Oh, so sorry to hear that.
What variant? What version did he get? Did he get the Omicron or the what was it? Turn Hooch or Dooney and Burke? What version are we on now?
Right. He got the Tecumseh Abercrombie.
The grabber booty and Pence version.
That's what it was. You have to let us know, Barry. Glad you're feeling better though. That's good. Sarah, good morning, Darren and Joe. Love the hat, Joe. What's your hat today?
Hat says, hold on.
I didn't even pay attention.
Love and Happy Hour. Big Kenny, this hat from Big and Rich. That's his
is that
thing.
right?
Yeah, I love this hat. I get more compliments on this hat, I tell you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to whine because Big Kenny hasn't given me one of those yet. So, all right.
Right now,
Connie, Hotel California. Yeah, definitely defines the Eagles. Yes, I will text him and say, hey man, what's going on here? Let's see, Connie, Seven Bridges Road. That's your favorite Eagles tune?
Our Stars in the Southern Sky.
For whatever reason, this is not letting me click. I don't know why. Come on,
Right.
Neil. Come on. This thing is jumping all over on me. Adam, I'm trying to get to Adam. There we go. Just shot the Eagles 2 months ago. The best show I've been to in 5 years. Vince was amazing, and Fry's son looks like Glenn at age 30. Yeah, I've seen that. He does look like him. Sounds like him too, man. For anybody who doesn't know, Adam's a professional photographer, and he has photographed everybody you can possibly think of.
You know what? He actually photographed the building of the Arrowhead Stadium by the Midnights.
He did.
Yep.
Have you seen those?
Yep.
I mean, and here's the thing, man. He got it from the upper deck version.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's just roaches crawling around on the field. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And then there's Stumpy.
Yep. Adam was there. He shot the whole building construction,
He did it all.
Raising of the Mennonites up at Arrowhead Stadium.
Good cuddling weather, says Connie, especially when you're quarantined. Well, there you go. That'll pass the time.
Wow.
Curtis, Overhead Door Boys working the weather. You got that right. They do.
They're doing door installation. How do you hang a garage door in this cold?
These guys can do it, man. These guys can do it. Overhead doors, they can do it all, man.
My Lord, no wonder drinking's not a problem for every Iowan.
Connie says it's warm now. Yeah, it's better. It's not warm, but it's better. Bengals, Rams, there's her vote. Alan, must be something in the coffee this morning. You two have totally derailed. We derail. Where are you at, Alan? We derail every week.
My coffee cup, Alan, says Kahlua on it. On the backside, it says, there is a chance this is not just coffee, Alan.
Boy, just a chance. Just a chance.
This proud moment, Alan, brought to you by the Mennonites and Kahlua. Amen. Thank you.
Just a chance. Yep. But as good of a chance that there's not coffee in there as there is Dolly Parton bumping into a door and not hitting her nose. Let's see.
She's got some really nice hits.
She does. Her hits are amazing.
A lot of hits. Jolene. That was written about me going to Planet Fitness. I bought a membership to Planet Fitness, by the way.
When did you do that?
About 2 weeks ago, I got the black card so I can tan. And I've driven by that place 6-7 times, haven't lost a pound.
It doesn't work, man.
Worst $23 I've ever spent a month. 20, but you know, I can drive by any Planet Fitness in the country for that, by the way.
Wow.
Yep.
We'll give it a shot. Maybe the Nashville one's lost its magic.
Free Wi-Fi. There's a Whataburger next to the new Planet Fitness here. It works out good for me.
Well, I'd say that's your stop, man. Stumpy wants to know what size you need.
Well, I know this sounds foreign to you, but there's an X and an L. I think it's as large, like extra large.
Want to be careful of the X there, Stumpy. Drake, midget bowling is hilarious. I love watching the Out at Sturgis. Well, it's the same thing. Drake must have seen it.
Yeah, okay.
Connie says Kenny Chesney. Yes, Joe has toured with Kenny Chesney.
No, I think she's asking for Kenny Chesney to be at the Denim Fest.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Stumpy would just stop putting lettering on the arms of his sweatshirt. He could probably afford Kenny.
Right. We could drop the lettering on the hoodie, Stumpy. I mean, make that happen. Connie's pretty much writing the book today on all of our comments. Probably the Transformer kind, not as bad as the original.
What is that? What does that even mean?
Probably the Transformer kind, not as bad as the original.
Connie, you need to take the meds. I think you should be texting.
Connie, you might want to quarantine a little longer.
Yeah, probably. What does that mean? That's the cuddler, Connie the cuddler, right?
Oh, Connie says the Abercrombie and Fitch thing.
Abercrombie and Pinch version.
Gotcha. Well, at least here's the good thing about the Abercrombie, the Gregory kind is that at least you can get a refund. That's the main thing.
Aren't we about out of what is it? Greek mythology names. I mean, are they going to go back to calling it the flu?
Yeah, one of these days.
What?
One of these days, back to the flu. Yeah.
You know, the flu. Maybe Neil Young wrote the flu because we haven't heard anything about the flu.
Right.
The flu's been gone for 2 years. I mean, the flu. Maybe I don't know. The flu's been gone. Maybe when it'll come back. Bring back the flu.
Right.
And I want the opening band for the flu to be the Common Cold. When can those guys?
Get them at Denim Fest. No, we don't want them at Denim Fest. Last thing we want is people getting infected at Denim Fest. Karen says, good morning, guys. Good morning, Karen, to you. And there's Connie's comment again. Dude, we got so much going on. I know you do as well. And of course, again, August 27th, Denim Fest right here in Fort Dodge. Looking forward to it. We seriously want to know from everybody, who would you like to see at Denim Fest this year performing along with Joe? That'll be awesome. Let us know what your preference is, and we'll see what we can make happen. But yeah, Kenny Chesney, that'd be good.
I bet Neil Young will be available.
I'll bet he'll have a lot of time on his hand by that time, and a lot of microcosm Omicron and
he probably just come out and stand there, wouldn't sing, be like, tonight I'm just going to stand here. I went to a concert and it was next week. Let's talk about the Neil Young concert I went to.
Okay, next week, since we haven't talked about the best. That was something I was going to ask you. We'll save it for next week. Because we were talking about the Eagles, the best concert you have ever been to, not performed with, but been to. Think about it. We're going to talk about that next week. Because I also want to know. Wow, this is going to be strange, dude. We're actually going to know what we're going to talk about next week.
This will be good. I cannot wait.
Oh, maybe we should try planning ahead other times. Yeah, no. Yeah. We will next week, though, because I also want to know from you the worst concert you've ever been to.
Man, this will be great.
Yes. And
I've got, because I've been to a few bad ones.
I have too.
Milli Vanilli. I don't want to give it away. We'll talk.
Go start your day, brother.
I'm going to start my truck because I can.
Right? As long as you don't put the key in, don't do it.
See ya.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
Our buddy Joe Denim, Iowa, Tennessee connection. Whew. Another one. Hey, yeah, next week we know a little bit of what we're going to talk about. Anyway, that'll be strange. That doesn't happen often whatsoever, but we're going to have a good time. So really, we want to know from you when it comes to Denim Fest this year. Who would you like to see maybe, possibly? No guarantees, of course, but we're going to try our best to maybe take the more popular, the ones, the most common answer given or whatever. And see if we can make that happen. But coming up August 27th, so we got a little bit of time. But you got to remember that a lot of artists are already booked, so we need to get going on this as well. If you want to drop me even emails at our K97 inbox, let me know who you'd love to see here in Fort Dodge at Denim Fest coming up August the 27th. Coming up, we're going to roll into the 9 o'clock hour. John Party waiting for us. So you stay right here on the best ride of the day, the morning train. It's only on K97, of course.